What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube canal. For those of you watching me for the very first time, my name is Catherine and welcome to the show. Hi, how are you? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Today is Saturday, September the 4th, and on today's episode, we're just gonna be coming up with a look on how to create We're gonna be coming up on how we use the Dark Magic palette from the Morphe Jaclyn Hill. Basically this palette right over here. Let me go ahead and open her up. Yeah, this is just, I'm just gonna be like showing I'm gonna showing you how I got here. This is an idea of a look. Take it or leave it, doesn't matter. Come up with your own. It's pretty. I hope you guys enjoy it. So basically these are from what I've heard, these are the colors that did not make it on her first palette, I believe. They didn't make the cut, unfortunately, and then they did in some ways. She did like a kind of like a 4-part thing, which I'm really glad she did, because these are really pretty colors, and normally I don't really play with these colors, and I'm glad that I came up with this look. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and begin and jump right into it. And of course, I just want to let you guys know that I've noticed that I get more views and I have subscribers. So if you guys haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you, and don't forget to like this and share and comment. That helps me out more than you guys think. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell as well. Alright, and without further ado, enjoy the show. But first, alright, so we're going to be using the Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe, the Dark Magic palette. And I'm going to go ahead and use this color Inside Job. And the brocha that I'm going to be using is from Azeredo Cosmetics, the number 24. Okay, so I dipped the brush into the palette. I did not dust it off. And what I'm going to do, it doesn't matter wherever you start, just start stamping along your crease area. It does not have to be perfect. Basically follow the roundness of your eyeball, just to try to make it understandable, and that way we're on the same page. And this process takes a while because this is a stamping process, and you just want to get that color there. And we're not going to blend back and forth. If you want to blend back and forth, go ahead, but just note that it's gonna take you a little bit while longer to get there. And yeah, I'm dipping back. If you need to dip back into the palette, go ahead, because I went ahead and did that, and I'm just going back and forth. Okay, so you see how like the outer part here is a little darker than like in here, which is perfectly fine, because guess what, I'm going back in lightly though. I'm not doing it a lot. I'm doing it lightly, like on the palette as so, like this, and I'm just stamping in the inner right here, just so it can kind of match, because I got to where I wanted it out here. And I know it looks a little rough, you guys, so please be patient and believe in the process and trust in it. Trust me, it's gonna come out all beautiful. And then again, I'm still done. Heard me, I'm dumping. I'm still packing her in there. I'm picking up with the brush from the palette. Freaking forgot how to talk. I always forget how to talk, and I'm so sorry, you guys. But yeah, look, I got it to where I want it, so we're gonna be moving on. And it's okay if it's uneven. You see, like, this one's super round like this one's super round, like going like that. That's cool. Don't worry, everything's gonna work out and everything's gonna blend out. So just bear with me, and we're gonna jump on to the next step. Okay, so next color that we're gonna be going in with is Potion, right over here. And the brocha that I'm going to be using is the Morphe E27 brush. Okay, so I did the brush into the palette. I did dust it off, as you guys saw a little bit earlier. And I'm holding the brush at the end over here, okay? Because the pressure is what makes it count. And it doesn't matter where you start. I started in the outer corner. Okay? And we're just going to be blending her out. Take your time with it, of course. And most importantly, have fun. And then we're doing little circles. We're buffing out. Just want to let you guys know. And then we're holding the end of the brush as for a light pressure. Oh, my arm. Not really my wrist. I don't know what it is. My wrist lately has been acting up. But then again, I've been working out too. And I have not been wrapping my wrist as I should. Should I wrap my wrist? Because is this a workout right now that I'm doing with my wrist? Okay, so I'm changing positions right now. I went up a little higher with the brush. I haven't did back into the palette yet because I just want to buff. I just want to buff and keep on buffing, and until I have to add the color, I'll go ahead and do that. But first, I want to see what I can do. Like, I want to work with what I have before I add, if that makes sense. Alright, as you guys saw, I did the brush into the palette. I did dust it off. And then I just went back like a little bit with the brush. I'm holding it at this end now. And we're still going to be doing little circles, buffing out. Doesn't matter where you start, just keep, you know, doing little circles. So I'm going to start now at the outer corner here because I feel like it's a little bit harsher. Or you know what, I take that back. I'm not going to start in the outer corner because it's how I want it. I'm going to start here in the middle. So yeah, you guys get the gist. Keep blending, buffing, however you want. I'm just letting you guys know how I'm doing it, or I'm getting there, or how I'm achieving it. Alright, so I'm changing position with the brush. I'm gonna hold it around here, kind of the end of the middle, if that makes sense. Here you go. I hope you guys can see that. If not, I'm super sorry. And we're gonna be applying a little bit extra pressure. And just buffing it up. It's a little tedious, but it's okay. We're gonna get to where we want to. It's gonna be pretty and it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be exciting. My wrist freaking hurts. Alright, I'm gonna apply a little bit more pressure, so I'm gonna be kind of like the beginning of the middle of where I'm holding it right now. I still haven't, I'm working with what I have here. You guys know I'd let you know if I did back into the palette. In this case, I have not. I'm working with what I have. It's like the tedious process, but I kind of like it. Alright, it looks pretty even. Okay, now I'm gonna buff this. Oh, this right here is driving me a little crazy, but that's okay because one, we're gonna try to buff it out. And two, worst case scenario, we're gonna cut the crease anyway. But so just end up trying. Alright, so I'm done blending out. Probably off camera, I'm gonna keep like doing little tweaks, little finishing touches, but that's okay. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go ahead and cut the crease. I'll be right back, so please stay tuned. And if you guys are ever curious of how I cut my crease, I'm gonna go ahead and link that video down below. Alright, so next color that we're gonna be going in with is Busted right over here. And the brocha that I'm going to be using is a Morphe M433 brush. And I accidentally went ahead. But then again, shame on me because, like, I don't know if you guys can see, but like the concealer was not dry yet. So I went ahead and it kind of like spread. But that's okay. Lesson learned. Anyways, not really lesson learned because I'm going to keep doing it without it me even noticing. Anyways, okay. Pack the color in there. We're not dusting her off. We're packing her. Okay. And then I'm just going buffing out little circles. Hopefully this dried. If not, whatever. We'll make it work. And then, yeah, outer corner. Just buff. Buff, buff, buff. Okay, you see, look, it's whatever. It's what it is. We're gonna fix it. It's not the end of the world. Okay? Make with what we have, people. Can you guys hear my fan? Because I feel like it's too loud. But then again, it's really hot in here. So I have it on super high and like rotating. And also, news update. There's like a, okay, it's a gloomy day outside. It's not raining, but there's like a lot of thunder. So yeah, that's the weather, people. And we're just gonna keep blending, keep on blending. I didn't mean to go so high up here, but that's okay. I'm gonna fix that on the other side here, but yeah, this is what she's gonna look like now. We're gonna go back in and blend anyway. Alright, so next color that we're gonna be going in with is Poof right over here. And the next color that we're gonna be going in with is The next brush that we're going to be going in with is Morphe M153 brush. Yeah, if I change positions, I'm so sorry. It's just that I dropped one of my brushes and I made a mess on the floor. I had to clean it up before I dry it up. You know how that goes. Makeup artist problems or creativity problems. So basically, I dipped the brush into the palette. I did not dust it off. I'm just going to be... Okay, let me change position of the mirror first. And we're just going to be packing her on there lightly. And we're going to be looking down in the mirror, okay? Because we need a lot of lid space. And I have hooded lids, so this definitely helps me out. If you want to raise your eyebrow like how I'm doing right now, go ahead. Because we're just trying to get in the nook and cranny. We're trying to get all up in that crease. And we're going to be blending down. Okay, I did the brush back into the palette. I did not dust it off. We're still going to be looking down and packing her in there. Look how beautiful she's getting, guys. And this is a process. You don't have to do what I'm doing. It's just an idea. It's okay if you guys get overwhelmed, because I used to get overwhelmed too, like with makeup. If I saw palettes. And it could be overwhelming, like all the colors, you wouldn't know where to start. But it's like, just, you know, do you. And it's okay if it's uneven, you guys. As I usually say, we're gonna go back in, we're gonna go fix it and everything else. Alright, one more time, I'm gonna go back in there. I packed the color, and then I'm just packing her on here. I just want that color. I just love this. Like, this is so pretty. This freaking shade, man. Okay, so the next color that we're gonna be going in with is Power Cut right over here. This beautiful shimmery shade. You guys know me and my shimmer shades. And the brocha that I'm going to be using is a Morphe M153 brush. Alright, so I dipped the brush into the palette. I did not dust it off. And we're just going to be packing her on there. It doesn't matter where you start, the top or the bottom. I'm going to start from the bottom. I'm packing. You can blend, but our girl's going to pack. And what's good is that, like, the concealer is still wet. So it grabs onto these shades really well. And I love it because, you know, when you do like a shimmer shade, glitter shade, shiny shade, however you want to, like, you know, call it. I love it that when you wet a shimmer shade, it makes it more metallic-y, and I love that. And then I'm just gonna go back and forth blending from the top and then from the bottom. And I know it looks a little bit harsh, but remember, we're going to go back in and blend everything. And just take your time. Always look down in the mirror so you can have more lid space, especially if you got hooded lid problems like myself. I'm just going to be back and forth. Look how pretty. We're going to be creating that gradient. Alright, so remember, guys, this is a process. I'm still working on the process. Off camera, I'm going to go ahead and finish blending out everything, make everything even. After that, I'm going to go ahead and do my liner, I'm going to go ahead and do my lashes, and I'm going to go ahead and do my full face. So I will be right back. Please stay tuned. On top of that, if you guys are ever curious of how I do my liner, my lashes, even my full face, I'm going to go ahead and link those videos down below as well. Alright, so next colors that we're going to be going in with is Mojo and Diversion. These two beautiful, gorgeous shades. And the brush that I'm going to be using is the Morphe E18 brush. Alright, dip both colors into the... I dipped the brush into both colors. It does not matter where you begin. You're going to get the same outcome. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and look up. And then just blend. Really gently, because it's around your eye. And you don't want to get it in your eye. If you guys know me, I'm always getting shit inside my eye. I just blend back and forth. Nothing special. Oh. Not that I got in my eyes, just I had my eye really open for a while. And also I have my contact that's a little dry when, you know, you keep your eye open for a while. I'm just blending back and forth. Nothing special. But I like to do my lower lids because it looks complete. And I'm just going to be retouching this eye as well, because I wasn't looking up when I was blending. Okay. I'm just blending more. Alright, so everything's pretty much done. I'm going to go ahead and add some highlighter. I'm going to do some, figure out what lip I'm going to wear, and figure out what to do with my hair as well. So I'll be right back, so please stay tuned. And this is my final form. What a process, you guys. But anyways, let's jump right into it. Alright, this is the palette I was using. This is how she looks like. She's super light, pretty. This is how she looks like. I'm going to carry her like this. My face itches. Basically, this is how she looks like. I know I'm kind of late, kind of like talking about this palette. It came out years ago. But to be honest with you, I was waiting on for a sale. And I'm a consumer just like you guys. I like to get things off of a discount, like, you know, maybe years later, maybe months later. I don't really know how that works out, but I got this years later. Yes, I'm late, but at the end of the day, who cares? It's still a great palette. I wanted it. I wanted to test it out, and I got it, I think, like, on one of those Morphe sales. But anyways, enough about that. Let's talk about her. This palette is really buttery, it's really creamy, it's really blendable. I love the color story. You see how organized this is? It's a beautiful color story, it's satisfying, and it's not overwhelming. Because you know how some color stories are all over the place, that it overwhelms you, you don't even know how to begin. So this one, not underwhelming. I mean, I'm so sorry, not overwhelming nor underwhelming. It's placed exactly the way I like it, and definitely I want to play with it more. And I'm going to go ahead and look down so you guys can see like the details and everything of it. I loved it. Again, this is just an idea of how to use the palette. This is just an idea of a makeup look, and of course you can always do like your own twist, your own way, whatever the case may be. But that is it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me to the end. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And of course, you know, I have to say this, you guys. I've noticed that I get a lot more views than subscribers. So if you guys, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you. And please don't forget to share this with your friends and your family. You don't know how much this will help me and benefit me as well. And this is the end of the show. It was great seeing you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.